What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight... Okay, No, they're making a debut as this collective, so we'll go with that. Making their debut on the channel tonight, we have Quadratum. Yes, indeed. How about that? Quadratum making their debut on the channel. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to do all the clicks and the likes and the bibbity bob, do me a favor. Before you do all those things, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Paul Wilson and Home Gnome. They both want to see me react to this. It is Quadratum doing a cover of the Dream Theater tune, The Dance of Eternity.
You kidding me?
Now, have I heard the song before? Full disclosure, yes, I am very familiar with this song, The Dance of Eternity. I told the story before in the past. I was in a band that actually, when Dream Theater came out with the song, with Metropolis Part 2, you know, when they came out with this entire album, we had a goal to play the entire album, like, note for note. We figured out 90% of the album pretty soon. I mean, it didn't take us long to figure out most of the songs. Home gave us a little bit of a challenge, but the rest of the songs were pretty easy to follow. This song, this song, The Dance of Eternity, that was our monkey wrench. This was the song that gave us an absolute nightmare. It took us about 3 months, I think it was like 2 to 3 months, it took us to really figure out this song, and it was a nightmare to play. By comparison, the rest of the album was a cakewalk. This was a nightmare. So hearing a band cover this song is gonna be interesting. Now, Quadratum, from what I've been told, is a side project of Unlucky Morpheus focused on instrumentals. And you have 4 members of Unlucky Morpheus that make up the band. You have Jinya on guitar, Agawa on bass, Fumiya on drums, and Jill on violin. Okay, so the 4 of them are gonna pull off the Dance of Eternity. Oh boy, this is gonna be interesting. So, just to be clear, full disclosure here, I am very familiar with the original tune by Dream Theater, so I will not be reacting to, evaluating, or scoring the original song in any way, shape, or form. The songwriting, the arranging, that has nothing to do with this. I will be reacting to, evaluating, and scoring what Quadratum does with this song. Now, I'm curious, are they gonna play the song note for note, tone for tone, beat for beat, exactly like the original? Or are they gonna take some liberties with this? I don't know. Considering the fact there's only 4 of them, this is gonna be interesting. Let's see, this was posted by Unlucky Morpheus Official, okay? And the video has 147,097 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Whew, take a deep breath, folks. We're going to be in for a ride, I have a feeling, because here we go. All right, here we go. Cover, Dream Theater, The Dance of Eternity, violin cover. So Jill's going to be kind of focused on here, I suppose. Okay, all right. I can see it. I can see it. Let's see how this goes. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Okay. So, drums are playing the drum part, bass player is playing the bass part, guitar player is playing the guitar part, and Jill on the violin is playing Jordan Rudess's keyboard parts.
Don't wrap me up yet, buddy. Woo! 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 Woo!
Woo! Oh!
What the hell's going on tonight?
Oh my goodness!
So we're all gonna go to school right here for a couple of minutes.
She is taking all of us to school right now. Dear Lord. Oh my God. Okay, yeah, this is impressive. Don't get me wrong, I don't want to take anything away from guitar, bass, and drum. They are all nailing it. I mean, nailing it. Guitar, bass, drums, all of them, they are nailing their parts. And I'm not hearing any deviation from the original. So when I say they're nailing it, they're nailing it. But if I'm being honest here, Jill is stealing the show. Playing Jordan Rudess's keyboard parts on a violin and nailing it. I'm not even talking about coming close. No, she is nailing the piano parts.
Now, who can argue with that? Reverend!
Woo! Nature boy! Woo! Good Lord! Oh my God, that is impressive. Impressive. Let's keep going. Is she gonna do the jazz part? I know that's coming. Right here. Oh, get out! Stop! Stop! Oh my God!
More seductive than sex.
You can't say that on TV.
I can say that.
She nailed it! She absolutely nailed the jazz part. Oh my God!
Agreed?
Like, it's one thing if it was a keyboard player doing it, right? That'd be one thing. Doing that stride piano part, right? That'd be one thing. But she's doing it on a violin. Doing the chords and the lead line both.
To all the non-believers.
I gotta go back. I'm sorry. No, I don't care. Hey, it's my show. If I want to go back, we're gonna go back. That's like my favorite part of the song right here. That jazz progression. I love this part. I love this part the first time I heard this song, and I still love it. It's still my favorite part of the entire track, and I gotta hear her do this again. Oh my God. I give up. I quit. I am taking my instruments and I am throwing them in the trash. Oh! I want to pick up things and start throwing them. Look, I would never do this. But you know how a lot of reactors out there will like throw off their headphones and stand up and walk out of the room? I have never done that, but I swear to God, I feel like doing that right now. I want to just take my inners out, throw them down, stand up, walk out of here. I really do. That I mean, God dang it. That, ooh. Impressive. Absolutely hands down impressive. Yeah, that. Whew. Dear Lord. I'm sweating here. I'm actually sweating. Like, this is impressive. All right, bass player, here we go. Okay. Okay. Took some liberties. Nice harmony. Same pattern. Oh, they're gonna end it like the studio. Okay. Wow. 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 I couldn't pause it. I wanted to pause. Now watch. The video gets blocked. How much do you want to bet? I couldn't pause it, man. I was just so into it. Shoot. I hope this video doesn't get blocked. Block! Dear Lord, this guy. How am I going to score this? I know what I want to give it. I know the score I want to give this, but I had better be really sure. If I'm going to give this score, I had better be like 110% sure that this score is deserved.
Very hot better make dance here.
And I'm doing it from an objective standpoint, not an emotional standpoint. Oh man, I don't know. I need to think about this. I need to really give this some serious thought. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Quadratum with their rendition of the Dream Theater tune, The Dance of Eternity. This was a request from Paul Wilson and Home Gnome. Before I give my score, I just need to say a couple things. Number one, I understand this is a cover. Okay, I absolutely get it. I totally get it. And I am not taking the original song or the songwriting or the song arranging into account here in any way, shape, or form. I am basing my reaction, my evaluation, and my review and my scoring completely on what Quadratum did with the song. Their interpretation, how well they played it, their execution. Did they play the song note for note exactly like the original? Did they take any liberties? That is what I'm basing my score on completely. Not what Dream Theater did, just completely on what Quadratum did. I'm also going to say that I sat here for over half an hour. It's been 36 minutes. Yeah, 36 minutes. It's been 36 minutes. I've been sitting here dwelling, contemplating, thinking about the score that I'm about to give. And does this score justify what we heard? And the other way around as well. Did what we hear and what we saw and what we experienced, does it justify this score being given? I do not give this score lightly. I do not give this score often. As a matter of fact, to my knowledge, I've only given the score three times. I have given the score 3 other times, and this is not a score that I give lightly. It is not a score that I give often. It is not a score that I just hand out to anybody. If you're going to get this score, you need to earn it. And this is only the 4th time on the channel that I have ever given this score. On a scale of 1 to 10, I am going to give that a 9.8. Yep, 9.8. You heard me. I didn't stutter. That is the score I feel this cover deserves. Let me tell you why.
Why?
I do not give 10s for the purpose of songwriting, performance, execution, or anything like that. The only time I ever give a 10 is for humanitarian reasons. And since this song was not written for humanitarian reasons, that's just not going to happen. The highest score I've ever given on the channel is a 9.9, and I've only given that score to one song from one band. I'm not going to say who. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what song or, what band did it. It does not matter. We're talking about this song. This is about as close to perfect as I think we could possibly get when it comes to a Dream Theater cover being performed by guitar, bass, drums, and violin instead of keyboard. They absolutely nailed the song. They did. Let's call a spade a spade. Did they play the song note for note, tone for tone, beat for beat, exactly like the original? 99% yes. Okay. Now, here's the thing. The one thing that I heard that was not exactly like the original was the little bass solo that comes in. He took some liberties. He did. Now, here's the thing. Were the liberties bad? No, I liked them. I liked what he did. But considering the fact that it looks like they were playing the song note for note exactly like the original, the bass solo was not exactly like the original. There were some differences. The whole second half was a little bit different from the original. Now, like I said, is that bad? No. What he did was really amazing. What he did was great. Okay, it sounded good. It fit the song. But it wasn't exactly like the original. And like I said, I get the feeling that's what these guys were trying to do. They were trying to play the song note for note exactly like the original. So there was that deviation. It wasn't exact. So it did come down a little bit because of that. And to be honest with you, I'm going to say something else. I'm going to save it for the end. Let's focus on what they did do, though. The other 99% of the song was exactly like the original. Drums, bass, guitar. I don't want to take anything away from them. I don't, that they did, because all of them did an outstanding job. And I mean outstanding, of covering the song note for note, beat for beat, exactly like the original. They were fantastic, and I want to take nothing away from them. But having said that, hearing Jill playing the violin, covering all, and I mean all, of Jordan Rudess's parts, I'm sorry, and I'm not saying this to discredit the guitar, bass, and drums, but guys, I gotta be honest with you, I feel like Jill blew them out of the water. I'm sorry. Look, like I said, taking nothing away from guitar, bass, and drums. They were outstanding, and they did a great job. They did a fantastic job, an amazing job. But Jill stole the show. She absolutely did. And I'll tell you what did it for me more than anything else was hearing that jazz breakdown. Oh my God. That Roaring 20s jazz style breakdown, where Jordan really took off on his own on the original. Hearing her on a violin covering not just one hand, covering both hands. On a violin. Dear Lord, that stole the show for me, honestly. That was just, I was ready to start picking things up and throwing them. I was like, I give up. I give up. I quit. I'm taking all my instruments, throwing them in the trash. Why bother? Why bother? Dear Lord. I mean, on a violin, covering right and left hand piano parts at that tempo, at that speed, at that style. Yeah. What more can you say? There's nothing more to say. I mean, that was phenomenal. It was phenomenal. No, I was absolutely blown away on multiple levels, multiple times, from everybody involved. It wasn't just Jill. Jill stole the show. She absolutely did. But you gotta tip the cap to Jinya, Ogawa, and Fumiya. You gotta, because they all did an exceptional job. But Jill did steal the show. Now, the 9.8. I talked about the bass player. That was a part of it. Okay, it was. The other part of it is this. I don't know if I'm ever going to give another 9.9. I don't know if that's ever going to happen. I'm giving it a 9.8. And listen, I'm going to give my reasons for giving this 9.8 right now. And I know a lot of people are going to be screaming bloody murder, but hear me out, and I think you'll understand why. What if, I don't know if this will ever happen, what if Quadratum comes along, or what if Unlucky Morpheus comes along and does something even more impressive than this? Then what do? I have to leave just a little bit of room just in case Quadratum or Unlucky Morpheus come along and they do something even more impressive than this. Do I see that happening? To be honest with you, not really, but I want to leave room just in case. Going back to another band, I'm not going to mention the name of the band, but the first time I was exposed to this band, I gave them a 9.8, and I wanted to give them a 9.9. I did, but I'm really glad I didn't, because I had the same mentality. What if later on they come back and they do something even more impressive than this? And I'm so glad I did, because they did come back and they did eventually bring out a song that was better. And I'm glad I had left that little bit of room so I could give them that 9.9 that they absolutely deserve for that song. So, same thing here. I know it's not fair. I know it's not right. I know it doesn't make sense to a lot of people, but it does make sense to me, because like I said, what if something comes along from them or from Unlucky Morpheus that's even better? I gotta have some place to go. So I know it's not right. I know it's not fair, but I am giving it the 9.8, which I absolutely feel this deserves. This was impressive, and I'm going to close it out by saying this. I don't know if Dream Theater has seen this or heard this, but if they do see this and they do hear this, I'm willing to bet even they would be impressed by this. So yeah, 9.8. I feel good with that score. That is the score I feel the song deserves, and that is where we're going to stay. So 9.8, final score. I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.